friends, increasing my strength when I remember myself. Life can be hard, but it's what we do to get to the top. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
They say you're only young ones, but we live for it, we die for it, we live for forever. They say you're only young ones, but we live for it, we live for it, we live for forever. Where we can dream again. I'll tell you all my secrets. We're encouraged like a second skin. The kids are all dying. We're dying to believe again. Run through the open streets. We take what is needed. They say you're only young ones, but we live for it, we die for it, we live for forever. They say you're only young ones, but we live for it, we live for it, we live for forever. We can dream all night till the sun rises. They say you're only young ones, but we live for it, we die for it, we live for forever. Meet you at the airport. You know that we can touch the sky. Dancing in the adios. We're skating on clouds of fire. The kids are all dying. We're dying to believe again. Run through the open streets. We take what is needed. Open up the skies, see the heavens clearer. I could change your mind. We know where we came from. Set our hearts on fire. The dreamers are all here. We could change your mind. They say you're only young ones, but we live for it, we die for it, we live for forever. They say
Up here, we're free, bound only by frozen memories. Lost in time, racing all these broken dreams tonight.
I wish I could tell you that I want you here with me, but you'll never love me like the way we used to be. Too far from Saturn, lost in the patterns. Wish the stars aligned so we could be free. Palms are sweaty, knees unsteady. I can't see my head on straight. Heart is heavy, wasn't ready. Don't think I can see your face. Now we're just friends. How long till that ends? It feels like forever away.
ordinary ways. I always stop and wonder what would have happened if I stayed. 'Cause without you, it's like the ocean, I'm drowning in every single wave. Yeah, without you, I've got no focus, I'm fighting to just get through the day. And I keep